Hey, Coach, this is Coach Vann with Next Play Hoops, and we're back again with our next video book preview. And today we're going to take a look at the zone defensive playbook. This is a playbook that is 108 pages, and we give you everything zone defense in it. Well, first off, we'll start off with our table of contents, just kind of walk you through. You'll notice a little bit of our playbook vocabulary and terminology. You'll see here in chapter 1, we got our 2-3 zone defense, but we call that temple. Then we go over our 3-2 zone defense, and that's Mason. And then we have our Michigan, which is our 1-3-1. But you'll notice in each chapter too, we go over the basics of the zone defense and the rotations and all that stuff. But then we give you how we like to trap out of it. One thing with us and my philosophy as a coach in over 20 plus years, I've always liked to kind of switch things up, and I want to make the offense uncomfortable. And however we can do that, we'll try to do it. So whether we're trapping on the first pass or we're trapping, when they cross half court, or we're trapping the corners or the short corners or what have you. We have some calls and some special calls that we like to make to surprise the defense or surprise the offense and to keep them on their toes. So we give that to you in every category. Then you'll see we give you some zone defensive rebounding concepts as well. Responsibilities for players in different positions on the floor, and how we want to rebound, because obviously rebounding can be a weakness and when you're playing a zone. So we have to have some rules in place, and we got to get into a triangle, and we got to cover all sides of the basket for missed shots. We got to make sure that we're practicing and drilling that. But then we'll get into part 2. And that is where we start focusing on our half-court trapping defenses. We have a few different half-court traps that we like to run: a 2-2-1, which we call Louisville 2, 1-3-1, which we call Michigan 3, and then a 1-2-2 half-court trap, which we call Sienna 2. And we kind of give you some different options that we like to do and how we like to trap and where we like to trap and the rotations out of a trap. And then in part 3, we go over special situations and how we want to defend against baseline and sideline out of bounds plays. And then lastly, we'll give you some junk defenses, whether it's a box and 1 or triangle and 2. Everybody knows that, but we give you our triangle red junk defense. And we can trap in a few different ways. We can trap on the dribble, we can trap on the pass and things like that. So trap from the bottom, trap the wings, and we just get really, really creative with it. But let's go ahead and take you through what the playbook looks like. Here you can kind of see our Mason defense. Just kind of gives you an idea what our Mason looks like. We kind of break everything down. Everything is color coded, very easy to understand. You can kind of see here is our high post eye situation, depending on where the ball is. And again, this is just our frame 1 and 2. We're just kind of breaking down what the defense is. Our 3-2 we call Mason. And we do have our Sienna that we drop into Mason as well, which is a 1-2-2 that drops into a 3-2. And then we like to trap and do some different things from different areas. But you'll notice that, again, everything is color coded, very easy to understand. We give you full descriptions under every single frame. We'll give you some teaching points, the rotations, and we're kind of walking each coach through each frame. So it's very easy to understand. You can take this to and from your practice. You can bring them to a game. They work on your iPad, your iPhone. You can share them with your coaches. They're all printable. So very accessible. And we'll kind of walk you through, kind of see here a little bit. Now here's, for example, we even do this, like what happens if the ball goes to the high post? If the ball's over here on the wing, you can see how X4 is going to come up. You can see how X5 is going to drop into the eye. You're going to see how X1 and X2 are both going to kind of flare off to guard the corners. X3 here can dig and stun at the ball, but has to be aware of 1 and 2. So, and you'll see how in frame 2 here, how we should be looking. Now we got to be aware of what's coming our way, but we're protecting the hoop. These are how we kind of want to rotate. And it's very similar to how we like to run our 2-3 and how Syracuse runs with pinching the forwards and have the guards flaring, but just slightly a little bit different. But Then we kind of go into, okay, well, how do we want to defend on a 3-2 in our pick and roll rotations? How do we want to defend if they decide to set a pick on our top guy? So we give you different ways in all of our defenses, whether it's the 3-2 or the 2-3, the rotations. Here we go over again our special situations, and in our Michigan, here's our rebounding concepts, and then we get into our trapping and our half court trapping defense, and where we like to trap, and we have our different calls out of it and whatnot. And then we got our junk. So again, that's the zone defensive playbook in 108 pages. If you're looking for more zone stuff, we have a couple things. First of all, you can get the complete zone offensive playbook, and you can also get the zone drills book. Those are sold separately, but you can also get, if you're looking for everything zone, you can look at combo pack number 4, and that's where we have the zone offense, the zone defense, and the zone drills all packed together for one low price of $49.99. So that's a really, really good deal. If you're looking for more drills and just everything drills, and you just really want to get organized, we have the ultimate drill book, and that has over 800 drills in it. And then if you're looking for everything defense, we got our defensive playbook, and that we give you all the zones, but we also give you the mans, we give you the full court presses, we give you 29 different specific actions, offensive actions that are popular now, and how we like to defend it. And we kind of give you a multitude of different ways to do that. So if you're looking for more defense, you would definitely want to check out the defensive playbook, and that's really good too. And then we also have a defensive drills book as well. So, but this is the complete zone defensive playbook. And if you're looking, if your team doesn't have the athleticism to play man to man, and you need to play some zones, and you want to get creative and mix up your defenses and your half court traps and whatnot to try to even the playing field, then this is definitely your book. So, if you have any questions, email me at coachvann@nextplayhoops.com, and we'll see you.